What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Oregon State Dynasty here on NCAA 14 on my YouTube channel here. Glad to have you guys back with me. If you missed the last recruiting video I did one last night. Did it the little post-game Penn State recruiting, and now we're going into a bye week, so I filmed these at the same time, but I figured I split them up so you guys aren't flooded with the information. So go check that out. We had some things go on. I'm sure I'll get into them in the video. We got another instant commit, our second of the season, and it was a good time. Just a quick little 15-minute one, so you can watch it before or after. It shouldn't really matter that much. I love doing these recruiting videos for you guys. I'm going to set the goal like at 10 for this next one. I've done 5. We've hit it every single time, so let's see if we can get 10, all right? Starting this episode off, though, we got Josh Harrison ready to visit, 75 overall free safety. We're going to schedule him in just a sec here. I don't know why I sat on this page for 15 seconds, but I did, so we're going to go ahead and skip through that. Yeah, we're really looking to bring Josh in. He would really boost our secondary. We're saying goodbye to George McGuire at strong after the end of the season, and we're going to need somebody at free once Jaron Taylor goes by the wayside. His first year starting this year. But let's take a look at the board in totality here. We're going to go over the insta-commit we got last week, and then kind of just see what happened from this week to the next week. So let's go ahead and schedule Harrison first. First things first, of course. We're going to bring him in against Army. That's going to be our next game. I'll bring that to you guys on Sunday here. Today it's Saturday, so I'll bring it to you guys tomorrow on Sunday. But taking a look at Mike Waters here, the best prospect on our board, 4-star offensive tackle, heavily recruited. It's going to be a battle all the way, but we're in there. We're number 2. Got Corey Johnson here. We're running away with my guy from South Carolina, 4-star D end. Got Kent Brown, 4-star strong safety. I really have no idea why nobody is recruiting Kent Brown or Corey Johnson for that matter. 277 overall players, and it's not like it's low lock cheese with the athletes. Like, these are actual good players, you know what I mean? And they're proven at their position, but whatever. Chris Anderson, we're looking good on him as well. We got 700 on him, and I think we're just about running away with that recruitment. You got Josh Harrison. Look at his offer board. I mean, it's unbelievable. You got UTEP, Fresno, UNLV, Boise, Washington, Colorado State, and Utah. I mean, like, literally every school that's interested in him has offered him. I haven't really seen that with a lot of prospects, so that's pretty cool. He's really feeling us. So Chris Hall, we're in the lead by 1,000 now. We just offered, no, we didn't offer him. I don't know. Penn State went down 440 points in 1 week for some reason. He's really loving our school, and we'd love to have him. He's going to start year 1. I think we added 200 points to his recruitment. I think that's what the big deal was there. But you got Derek Whitmore, rather. We're leading. Are we leading on him? No, we're in second. We're losing to UTEP. So this is one of those battles where we're going against our old school there in UTEP, and they're actually beating us for him. That's just because we got 250 on him. We were going after better DNs up top there, Casey Anderson and whatnot. So Ronald Kenny, we're in second, trailing Cal still. Really feeling Cal, but once we, play them later in the season and whip their butt again, he'll commit to our school, I'll tell you. We got Cliff Dixon here, this athlete who we are recruiting as, I think, a defensive player. What did I say last week? I always forget. I get these athletes mixed up, We had Ernest Baker up there, who I think just brings nothing to the table for us, so I think I cut him at some point in this episode. But what are we bringing in Dixon for? Corner or slot wideout? That's right. All right. More than likely slot receiver, but he could also play corner, so I don't know. Let's get him on the board. We'll figure it out from there. We got Dwayne Vincent here, one of those receivers. He's 6'0", 191, and we got him. We offered him a scholarship, and he commits to our school. That's our 3rd instant commit this season. And really my thought process here, because this wasn't like live. He's 6'0", 191, right? He's from Arizona. This is that guy that's really good, has really good catching attributes. We'll take a look at him right here. 76 catch, 75 spectacular, 70 catch in traffic, 78 route running, and 75 release. So he's a project for sure. But in a couple years, he's going to be beastly on the outside. And paired with the other receiver we're going after, some of the other guys on this board, the 6'3" receivers and stuff like Glenn Clark down there, we're going to be playing basketball with these wideouts in a couple seasons. So awesome. We got our 3rd commit in the fold. We have 20 spots open, so I don't mind offering him a scholarship, even though he's not exactly a take for us on, the early stages. So it's all good, though. We got 3 offers, 3 instant commits. Albert Barnes, we're looking at him for center, and we're looking good for him. UTEP's in second, and they just lost 530 points in the matter of a week. I think it's because we're focusing more on his recruitment. We added some more points last week, and, well, he's only center on our board, so we got to, take that seriously. Ira Freeman, we're looking good on him still. Tulsa went down 250, and they were in second, and he's another one of those Michigan recruits that we're going after. So only tight end on our board, so we're going to need to get him. Glenn Clark, let's see. We haven't offered this guy. He's that 6'3 wideout, so I think we go ahead. You look at Clark here, 89, 88, 89, 80 rather, 6'3. I mean, this guy's absolutely a take, and he is an absolute commit right there. Another one, 4 for 4 instant commits. Glenn Clark, 6'3, 208 from Myrtle Grove, Florida. Another project recruit, yes, but another guy that's going to be a stud in a couple of seasons. And that he's our second wideout on the board. I'm looking to build some more depth at that position, and he's just solid. He really is. He's 6'3", like I said, 89 speed, 80 excel, good catching attributes, 71, 73, 62, not great catching traffic, but, I mean, when you're throwing up jump balls on the sidelines, I wouldn't necessarily call that traffic. So, nice job. We really like that. Glenn Clark on the board. And like I said, we're looking to add wideout depth, so we just snagged 2 of them right there. Definitely some depth guys. They're not like instant impact guys, but, we need the depth, so they're coming along. We got Ron Brown, Marcus Frederick as well. Marcus Frederick's like the second strong safety we're looking to take this year. Ron Brown, 5'11", 196, running back. We have a couple of running backs on here who are kind of just solid, and I'm recruiting all of them. So I guess whichever one wants to jump in the class first is going to be their prerogative. Ed Weber, 66 overall corner. We're looking to bring in one more corner, whether it be him or the athletes. Dane Williams. This is a guy I'm super high on down here. He's 6'4", 6'2", 220, not 6'4", but still very good. We offered him last week. No instant commit, but I'm really confident about our chances there. Brian Mark, we offered him last week. We're bringing him in as a dual threat quarterback, 66 overall. For more information on a lot of these guys, go check out the last video. I spent a lot more time in depth. Steve Lewis, 6'2", 199, was it? 99-pound receiver. Another guy he's actually a 4-star. Another project recruit, though, who we'll look to bring in. He's kind of like Glenn Clark in a lot of ways, speed and size-wise. Jacob Cruz, 3-star running back here from Mississippi. I think we already have a player from Mississippi on the board. I think David Falk, that offensive tackle, is from Mississippi. So kind of just going through the list here, looking where we can shave some points, I keep coming back to Ernest Baker here. We're looking at Cliff Dixon to make sure, he's a take, because as good as these athletes are, sometimes they can be deceptive. I mean, like, look at Ernest Baker. Like I said, 90 speed, 92 excel, but his block shed is 17, or 34 rather, 34. His juke move is 17. So he really can't play anywhere for me because I need players to be elusive in space if they're that fast, and I need you to be able to tackle and get off blocks if you're playing defense. So I don't know. I'm trying to find some points, look around where to use them. We got Brian Mark again, just making sure he's straight, which he is. Like I said, bringing him in as a dual threat quarterback. Going to be battling Washington, Navy, and Oklahoma. So Navy's a spot he could definitely go to. He's fast, and he's kind of one of those dual threat quarterbacks. Now, they don't pass the ball very much, but he would definitely fit into their offense, I think. Yeah, so Ernest Baker, we keep coming back to this guy. I'm looking for points I can use on some of those guys down there because, like I said, I really want Dane Williams and I really want Brian Mark, but right now we don't have the points necessarily to go after him. And we got Ernest Baker right here sitting on 150 of them, so we take all the points off of him. I am done recruiting Ernest Baker officially. I've been teasing it for a couple of episodes now. I'm officially done recruiting Ernest Baker. All of his points are going to go towards other players who I think can make a much bigger impact on our squad. And again, I have no idea what like the Notre Dames of the world are seeing in Ernest Baker. I mean, he can be good in a couple years, but his block shed is so low, it's like he can't even play. I have no idea. But we're going to use these points down here on Dane Williams. This guy definitely deserves them. I think he could be the future of the backfield. 92 speed, 81 acceleration, pretty good juke move, 73, 84 elusiveness. So good size, good speed. He's kind of the full package. So I really want him. He's much better than Jacob Cruz, in my opinion. He's probably the best running back on the board, sans Chris Hall, who, again, we're bringing in for running back or slot wideout. Haven't decided. Probably running back, but he's just a beast all around. But let's go take a look at the All Prospects page and see what the 40 times are for those new prospects we brought in. Starting with Glenn Clark here. So Clark runs a 4.4440. That's very good. His squat sucks, but his bench is good. I don't really care. I mean, 6'3", 208. And he's running a 4.440. That's very impressive. Like I said, the catching attributes are there. This guy, I'm telling you, is going to be a stud. And we are just going to be throwing jump balls on jump balls on jump balls to Clark and Vincent on the outside in the years to come. And that's really what we don't have on this year's team. Austin Beverly's, I think, 6'0". Dwayne Vincent's like 5'9". We don't really have that jump ball receiver. Like we had those Eric Days back in the day, those 6'3" wideouts, and we had Gary Campbell last year who was 6'3", but we don't really have a guy with that kind of size. So I'm looking to bring that in. I think it adds a different dimension to the offense. So, and speaking of Dwayne Vincent, he checks in at a 4.640. So not bad, respectable. Again, he's an outside receiver, possession receiver. So he doesn't necessarily have to be fast. All he needs to be able to do is get off the press, jump, be able to go get those balls. You know what I mean? So a solid prospect there. And I kind of just want to take a look around the country here as well, so I don't have to do all this before the next episode. Let's look at the Heisman Watch, the updated Heisman Watch. We got Dwayne Turner, 8 catches, 129 yards, 2 touchdowns against Penn State. And you got Shane Austin up there at number 1. But, I mean, let's take a look at Turner's numbers for a second. He's got 4 receiving touchdowns already this season. That's as many as he had all of last year and almost as much as he had as a sophomore. So he's off to a really hot start. He's on pace for 1,000 yards at least. And he's done it in all dimensions of the game. He's got a defensive touchdown there on that kick 6. And then he's off to a great start, both rushing and returning. He's got 236 kick return yards. No touchdowns yet, but he had a 60-yarder there, his longest, and 62 punt return yards. It's still yet to kind of break out there. But like I said, the rushing department, he's been very good. 2 touchdowns this season on the Wildcat. And we're going to keep looking to get him involved, of course. He's just a dynamic playmaker, very deserving of the Heisman Trophy if he wins it. Then you got Shane Austin. Can't really talk about his stats so much because it's so early in the year, but 473 yards, 5 touchdowns, 1 pick. One thing that's alarming there, 9 sacks. He's been sacked 9 times already this season. He's on pace to be sacked more than he was all of last season, so that's got to change. I tried to shuffle up the O-line last game. Didn't really work, but I don't know. We're just going to have to figure it out, find some guys off the bench perhaps. He's also got 2 touchdowns on the ground. So Austin's off to a great start. We're going to have 2 guys in contention for the Heisman all season, man. Believe that. Looking at the conference standings, we're in first 2-0. Haven't played a conference game yet. Looks like Cal has, rather. They're 0-1. They lost a conference game. We'll take a look at who they played in a second. Looking at the Pac-12 as a whole, you got Colorado in first because they played a conference game. UCLA's in front of us. I don't really know why. We're 2-0. They're 1-0, whatever. You got Washington, who's ranked. USC, not ranked. They're kind of on the outside looking in. So you got some pretty good squads this year. Looks like Colorado's going to be okay. Let's take a look at the top 25, though. We got Oklahoma number 2. So that means we jumped Oklahoma from 1 to 2, as you guys saw. We got more first-place votes. I mean, they played FCS West. They won 35-zip. I mean, good for you. We whooped a very solid Penn State team in our home stadium, but still, we whooped them. You got Army at number 3 after just a 1-point win over Arkansas State. Other notable teams are, Penn State drops to 15 after the loss. You got Washington at 16. We're going to play them at the end of the season. Hopefully, they're still ranked by then. You got LA Tech in there, Louisiana Tech. You got Notre Dame, who's 0-2 to start the season. That's rough. My alma mater, Syracuse, at 22. Okay. Michigan State at 23. And you got UTEP, 27th. USC, 53 votes. They're receiving them, but they're not in the rankings just yet. Cincinnati and Florida State dropped out of the polls. Let's take a look at the scores and schedules from last week, see who won, see who lost. So we, of course, beat Penn State 48-16. Western Michigan beat Utah 28-21. Colorado beat Cal by a touchdown. Nice little close game there. UCLA beat Florida Atlantic 52-28. FCS Northwest just absolutely whooped Arizona State 40-3. Are you kidding me? That just makes the Pac-12 look so bad. And unfortunately, that's just the beginning. Oregon beat UMass 45-27. All right, respect. Washington State beat Virginia 37-31 in overtime. That's a good look for the conference for sure. Wait. It says 16-14, but the score there says 37-31. All right, that makes no sense. All right, whatever. FCS Midwest beat Stanford 31-28. Are you freaking kidding me, guys? That's the second FCS team to beat one of the Pac-12 squads. Stanford's a pretty good team, perennially. Arizona 37, Akron 34 in overtime. That's another embarrassing look for the conference. And USC whooped FCS East. We expect that. Washington had a game with FCS Northwest. So, yeah, the Pac-12 looks down once again, like every year. But, you know, I keep saying this. You can't put too much stock into these computer play games because, you know, it's just different. You guys know the deal. But here's what's going on this week. We don't play. We have a bye week. You got Arizona State at Cal. You got UCLA at Washington. Oregon at Indiana. That's going to be a banger. You got Colorado at Nebraska in a rivalry. Stanford at Utah. Arizona at Baylor. And USC at Washington State. So really keep my eye on that. Keep my eye on that Oregon-Indiana game for sure. Perhaps that USC game as well. Anything big in the top 25? Clemson, Notre Dame. Okay, pretty good game. Let's see. Got, I think Alabama, Florida's on there somewhere, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's right. Game of the week right there. Got Oklahoma State, Penn State. Okay, I'll be keeping an eye on that one. You got Western Michigan at Fresno State. Western Michigan just beat Utah. They got a chance to take down a ranked Group of 5 team there. Let's take a look at the season stats real quick. So you got Austin in 5th in the country in passing. It's so early in the year, these things don't really matter that much. Turner, 2nd in receiving. I skipped running. No, 1st in the country in running. 296 rush yards for Ryan Reynolds. Like I said, Turner is 2nd in receiving by 4. And you got Jaron Taylor, George McGuire leading the conference in tackles. David Carter 3rd in sacks. And Jaron Taylor in basically 2nd with 1 pick. So we're looking good. We're looking good. We won a lot of those statistical categories last year. We're going to look to follow that up this season. But I'm going to go ahead and advance the week. So, we're playing Army in the next episode. I'm going to bring you guys that on Sunday. I'm going to cut the video right here, though. Again, like goal here is 10 likes. I'll keep doing these videos. They are a little difficult, so I'll keep doing it if I get 10 likes. I do enjoy doing them, but they are a little difficult. Take a while to produce and stuff, but 10 likes and I'll do it. Make sure you hit the subscribe button as well. I'm trying to get to 200 subscribers and I'll make another special video for you guys. I just got a flood of them the other day, so keep that coming. Keep sharing the content with your friends and, you know, sharing it in group chats and stuff. I'd really appreciate that. But until I bring you guys the Army game on Sunday, hit up all the other content. Hit the info button for anything I tagged in this video, any cool videos and stuff related to this content. Hit up the highlights playlist with highlights from the first 2 games if you missed them, and the full games are also available as well. But I can't wait to bring you guys this game against number 3 Army. Until I do, though,